Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today, we're going to be talking about how fasting improved my sex life.
We're missing a piece of the puzzle. You start getting healthy and you just become a better person. We need to start focusing more on the individual.
All right, y'all. So before we get into the topic today, I just want to thank everybody who has contributed to the AHA Wellness app. Thank you so much. We are well on our way. Development is going well. The contributions are rolling in. We're very excited to get this thing at a phase we can roll it out and get it in your hand so that you can start utilizing these tools. We're really excited about all the features we have available. If you want to learn more about the app, make sure to check out the ahaApp.com. Link will be in the description box below. And also, for those who are interested in contributing, remember that we are offering you all special founder badges that are only going to be available before the app releases. This is the only opportunity you'll be able to get these special one-time badges that will help you stick out, especially as we are interacting on the social media aspect of the app. So make sure that you check all that out if you're interested in getting a little something special. And thank you all. We will see you soon. And now let's get into the video. So this probably should be a AHA after hours video. But today I decided to, talk a little bit about how fasting has improved the quality of my sex life, or just, in general, how it has the ability to improve your ability to become more fertile, everything that has to do with the genitals in that area, how beneficial fasting has been. So I've told this story before, but one of the things that I didn't realize as a man is that I should be having morning erections. Right. I had them when I was a child. It was very normal. A lot of the guys would go through that embarrassing moment at school and you're like in junior high school. And for whatever reason, the blood is just flowing and the teacher calls on you to answer a question. You have to stand up and you're like trying to, handle that beast. And that all started to go away as I got older and older and older. And I didn't think much of it. It just was never on my mind. I didn't know any better. And then I realized that because I didn't know this, I realized that babies, like little baby boys, got erections. I didn't know. You know what I mean? My sister was telling me about her twins and how they were getting erections, and I'm like, what? It didn't make sense to me because I always thought, well, the only point of getting an erection is to engage in intercourse, right? Like, but what I started to learn is a man's power starts at his root, which is right there in his pelvic region, and it symbolizes health and vitality. It's extremely important for us to get that type of blood flow down there, and it also helps with overall, how would I say this, masculinity or confidence or whatever the case may be. It really does. Now, some of you may be like, yo, I'm good. You know what I mean? I certainly was, or at least I thought I was. I didn't know what good really was until after I decided to change my dietary habit, start fasting on a regular basis, hydrate well, and then I started to see, oh yeah, I was okay, but no, that wasn't necessarily where I wanted to be. Now, the other piece of this that I wanted to touch on, and this is for the women, right? A lot of times in our modern society, we're dealing with infertility. Now, this really goes for men and women, but I hear women talk about it more, probably because you all get checked up on a regular basis, and you're probably more apt for a doctor to tell you, hey, you're having fertility issues versus a guy, right? We don't really go to the doctor as much, but for men and women, we can have fertility issues. Now, I told you all about my sister, Queen Vonnie. When she came on, she talked about how she was having fertility issues. The doctor just told her, Like, you're going to have a hard time having children. As a matter of fact, I think she was told that she could not have children naturally, that she would have to have some sort of procedure in vitro or whatever the case to have a child. And what I started noticing was women would come on our Facebook group. This was years ago. And they would say, hey, y'all, I've been trying to get pregnant for the past, 3 months, 10 months, 3 years, 10 years. These are all real numbers. These are numbers that I remember people saying. I just started fasting a month ago, 30 days ago. I just completed my first 21-day fast. I've been fasting for the past 3 months and I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I remember one time there was a period of time where probably 3 women who were told that they were infertile prior to joining our group and practicing fasting and the dietary changes were now announcing that they were pregnant. And it was such an amazing feeling. It was such a hot topic at the time. But obviously, it's not just women, right, who are dealing with this infertility issue, it's men as well. Because one of my brothers had issues with, mutated sperm and low sperm count and all that sort of thing. So it's really male and female that are having these issues. And this is all tied to the vitality of our genitals. And the you really need good blood flow going on down there. And there's a lot of things that hinder the good blood flow. But what I have found is by allowing the inflammation out of my system, by eliminating the mucus forming foods, by allowing that stuff to flush out, by detoxing, by getting my bowels in order, right? That's a huge one for infections and things of that nature. You want to be having regular, healthy bowels, which that's probably a whole nother video to talk about that. But by doing these things, you're not only going to see an improve in your performance, male and female, you're not only going to see an increase of libido, male and female, but you're also going to see that you're able to reproduce much easier. Now, I don't know if y'all understand this, but I know that in America, it's a major issue where, we are not having children at a rate that is sustainable for our overall populace. Okay. um I think it's a combination of the culture and where women and men are. Women and men are both more for business oriented, it seems like. That more traditional home type environment isn't as popular. That could be a part of it, but I know people ain't never stop having sex. So I think the bigger issue is we're dealing with fertility issues. I know that in certain cultures, the rate of fibroids and female reproductive issues is much higher, and that can be attributed to many factors. Some of them being the feminine products and the health and beauty products. But what I would like to say is, if we focus in on our own health and wellness, right? The world is always going to happen outside of us. But if we just focus in on our immune system, getting our bowels straight, getting our house in order, when something from the outside comes and tries to disrupt what we have going on in our house, we will be able to deal with it efficiently. You see what I'm saying? So we're always going to be dealing with an abundance of contamination, or at least the way the world is now, because that's the way the world's set up. I mean, the air is toxic, the water is toxic, the food is toxic, the earth is poisoned, right? We're going to be dealing with abundance of toxicity, and it gets overwhelming thinking about that. Now, that's not to say, hey, I'm just throwing my hands up and give up. We do need to be aware of what we're putting in our body as much as possible, or as much as is reasonable. But I think what makes a lot more sense and what you could put your energy towards, which would be much more beneficial, is okay, let's build our natural immunity. Let's build our immune system. Let's build the organs, the vitality of the organs. Let's hydrate better, right? Let's eat well. That way we can not just perform better, when we're with our partner, but also when we're looking to conceive children, and we can start getting those numbers up. Now, the other piece of it is, by you as the parents or guardians of this child that you may be looking to conceive, as you are doing better with your health and wellness, remember that health is going to be passed on to your child. You can either pass on the health and vitality, or you could pass on the corrupted acid environment, the semen, and the toxic stuff, right? You could pass on either or. So if you are looking to have a child, you want to have them, and you want to give them the best opportunity to come into this world with a strong, healthy immune system. So there's many different pieces of this puzzle. I just wanted to have this conversation because I feel like there's a lot of men out there that you probably want to fast, you want to lose a little weight. Maybe sexually you think you're doing okay, but maybe you're having some issues. You know what I mean? That's not uncommon. I've talked to many guys who are having issues in that area, and I'm like, man, what would really motivate men? Because our audience is mostly women, but I think that I think this is an area where it will be like, yeah, I think guys will get this. You know what I mean? If you can increase in performance, this is good for both. This is good for both parties. So um, hopefully this information inspire you to learn a little more. If you've been teeter-tottering, playing around with your diet, playing around with fasting, and not really taking it seriously, maybe this will be something that will push you over the edge. Listen, there's other elements at work that we can help. We can coach you on to help improve your overall vitality. That's definitely the case, right? Fasting is not a silver bullet or a magic bullet. It's not a cure all, right? It's going to help create a base. You are going to see improvement. But there's other elements. There's other elements. So if you're dealing with something specific, these videos are very general. If you need a consultation, we've got you just go on to healthyalternative.org, go to the consultation tab. Boom, we've got consultations available. If you want some videos that you can use and learn more, check out the ahafastingacademy.com. We've got tons of hours, 24 plus hours of footage on there. You can go, you can learn. We've got quizzes for you to make sure you're understanding what you're absorbing. And then of course, Steve and I, we've been working on the 40-day wellness program. We've already completed, I think as of right now, when this video airs, we will have completed our last class. We're going to be doing another set of classes coming up here, probably in like April. So if I have it available, which I should, I'm going to be leaving the link for the page. If you're interested in joining the wellness course, it's the 40-day wellness course. The information is going to be in the description box and or the comment section of this video. And in that course, we can get more in depth. It's a little bit more one-on-one. We do live presentations, and we really get to the core issues of the problems that you're dealing with. People are dealing with refeeding syndrome, food addiction, yo-yoing. If you're dealing with mental trauma, energetic trauma, a lot of the deep-seated issues. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far to say that that is what that program is for. It's for unearthing those deep-seated issues. If you think you're good in that area and you're not dealing with any of those things, if you just want to lose a few pounds for a wedding, or you doing some maintenance fasting, would you get benefit out of it? Of course, yes. But this course is designed specifically for individuals who are dealing with that deeper stuff. We're going to get that shovel, we're going to break the ground, and we're going to start digging. And we have got an overwhelming response of positivity from our classes. Okay. Some of the most intense responses that I've gotten from you all in the community come out of that class. People are getting genuine transformation, which was the intention when we designed the class. So I'm very happy to present this to you all one more time. So this is going to be available. I think as of right now, we have 43 slots available. There's 3 classes. There are 15. We're going to be doing 15 members in each class. So there's not a ton of slots. Keep in mind, last time we did this, I think all the classes were full within 30 days. So you know, you want to get on it. We still have people on our list that didn't make it in the first class, so it's probably not going to be a lot of slots available. So once you get the opportunity to either get on the waiting list or whatever the case, sign up, whatever the case is, I would highly encourage you to do that as soon as possible. All right. So that's all I got for y'all today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, the application of knowledge is power, and I will see you all next time.